God's glorious morning, Unity of Pittsburgh. Good morning, everyone. I'm Meg Rain, and I'm your musician this morning. Welcome on this beautiful, beautiful spring day. So if you'll join me this morning, I'd love to welcome you to sing a song that I wrote, Open Up to the Spirit. Please stand and sing along. The words are on the PowerPoint. Open up to the Spirit, open up to the One, open up to the Spirit, let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring in on me every day when I open up to the Spirit. Open up. Oh, I've got a body and I've got a soul, and I've got more love than I know how to hold, and I got a window of time on this earth to celebrate my birth and connect to this power that made me, a power that makes me whole. Everybody now, open up to the Spirit, open up to the One, open up to the Spirit, let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring in on me every day when I open up to the Spirit, open up. From deep within me comes a light I know, and it's piercing the darkness where I sometimes go. When I'm blind, I've lost my way. I cannot see God's face, oh, but I feel that light come shining with a love that won't let go. Open up to the Spirit, open up to the One, open up to the Spirit, let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring in on me every day when I open up to the Spirit, open up, open up to the Spirit, open up to the One, open up to the Spirit, let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring in on me every day when I open up to the Spirit, open up to the Spirit, open up to the Spirit, open up to the Spirit.
Open up. Open up, and stay open. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Unity Center of Pittsburgh. And I can tell you that spirit, that energy, that light, that love is flowing all around. For those who are watching at home, welcome. I sure wish you were here. It is such a beautiful day, and there's so many people here, and we have so much great energy going on. But let's all put our heads together, our minds, our hearts together as we create this service with spirit. So I'm Reverend Patti Perhacs, and you might not be familiar, but this is the wonderful, beautiful Meg Rain, who brought us some new music today. Very happy to have her. Thank you. Very happy to have you today. And we have a speaker, a Unity member, who's also on the board. and is just a wonderful light. And I'm so excited to hear his topic, which brings spirituality and understanding of earth and climate and all our responsibilities together. And I'd like you to welcome, and let's put some energy behind that, Carlos Roa. We're so glad to have you speaking and sharing today. So unity, as you might be picking up, is a new thought, energetic understanding. It's empowering because we understand that Jesus is an example to us all, as well as other great masters, and we embrace their teachings. We embrace their teachings as examples of how we too want to bring God, light, spirit, divine mind, consciousness, universe, there's so many wonderful names for it, into action. And that's our purpose. That's why we're here today. And every day we want to open up to the Spirit and let that energy flow. So now let's go and take it down a notch as we go within to that temple inside of us. Yeah, and let's connect. Let's connect to that Spirit. Infinite Spirit, Mother, Father, God, we give thanks. We give thanks for this glorious day. We give thanks for each other. We give thanks for the opportunity to gather and celebrate and bring forth our light at the Unity Center of Pittsburgh. We are so grateful to be here as we feel your energy flowing through us. We're opening our hearts and we are receiving as we are in service to that understanding of divine love and wisdom. And it is our intention to bring it forth through compassionate hearts with each and every thought and each and every moment and each and every day. We visualize and infer peace throughout this country and throughout the hearts of all humankind who walk this earth. And we feel your presence lifting consciousness and energy to that one loving heart of God. We also pray for all the children, those in our lives and those throughout the world, that they are happy, that they are fed in body, mind, and spirit. God bless them. God bless you all, and so it is. So we have a special announcement that's going to be from Renee. Renee, would you like to come up? Renee shares Reiki with us after services, and that is available to you, but she also had a special thing she wanted to share with you, if you can. Go right ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Patti. I really just want to express my gratitude from John and myself for all of the loving support. I mean, we really felt kindness and love from each and every one of you. And thank you for the meals. They really, I don't know how we could have done it without all of your support. Offers for shopping, just coming over to visit. And yeah, we just really felt your love. And it's been a little journey, but we're certainly getting through it with all your help and God. And just wanted to thank everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee and John, for being such wonderful, active, loving friends and worker bees here at Unity. And we do love you. You got that right. We're so glad you're well. Do we have any new visitors today? Anyone new? No? Okay, good. Well, welcome back, everyone. It's good to have you here today. So now I'm going to light our candle, which we call the Christ candle. You know, we talk about the Christ, and often I think that brings to mind Jesus, which is certainly appropriate, because Jesus embodied that consciousness of God, and we refer to that as the Christ consciousness. But the good news is that energy, that presence, that understanding, that power, that's all within us. And we light that candle to remind us of that light is always within us, that light of God. And it's such a gift, isn't it? It's when things are not going well, it's so good to know you can go within. And when things are going well, you feel that energy active within you. So that's what we call the Christ candle, and that's our little ritual around that. But we have an affirmation to go with that, and I'd hope that you would say it with me 3 times. And it goes like this: the Christ in me is awakened now. The Christ in me is awakened now. The Christ in me is awakened now. And so it absolutely is. So now let's all recite our vision and mission here. And when you do so, I said recite, and that's accurate, but also imagine it in your mind. See it actually happening. Let's do it now. We envision a spiritually awakened world flowing with divine love. And our mission at Unity is that we are an inclusive, loving, growing community dedicated to teach, inspire, and practice positive spiritual living. And I think we're going to have a song now.
Great. Well, I know we're going to talk about the earth today. And part of our mission as earth beings is to shine our light like the sun. So this is a song I wrote with that in mind, and I hope you'll join me for the chorus. Shine like the sun. We're all gonna shine like the sun. Join me in this. Everybody shine like the sun. We're all gonna shine like the sun. It's time to shake off the weight of the illusion. We're lifting the veil. Finally wake up and lose the confusion and drink from the one holy grail. Here we go. And shine. You sound great. Like the sun. Everybody shine like the sun. It's our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. Who are we meant to be? Brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous. We're meant to fly free. Here we go. And shine like the sun. We're all gonna shine like the sun. Let your light be a wonder to the world. Oh, you got nothing to hide. Come on now. Radiating the glory of your love. Turn yourself on. Turn yourself on. And shine like the sun. Hit that drum now. They're gonna shine like the sun. Yes, you are. Everybody shine like the sun. We're all gonna shine like the sun. Turn yourselves on. Turn yourselves on.
that was an original from Meg Rain. And now we're going to have a daily word. Tim's going to read it for us. And he's going to lead us in our affirmation.
All right. Thank you, Patti. Yes, today's daily word is flow. As I picture a crystal clear stream rushing down a steep mountain slope, I also see it gathering in still pools, calm, deep, life-giving. This image reminds me that my words and actions flow from a peace that passes understanding, nourished by divine good. Open to this infinite presence, my heart is steadied and my mind is focused. The words I speak and the choices I make become rich and meaningful. They are not surface ripples, but carry the depth and power of spiritual truth. As water flows from mountaintop to coastline, the presence of Spirit flows into every part of my life. Divine love pours into human experience. I am both the rushing waters and the deep pools, and from this stream of wisdom, I speak words that give life. Our Bible verse comes from Proverbs 18:4. The words of the mouth are deep waters. The fountain of wisdom is a gushing stream. So if you'd like to repeat with me our affirmation 3 times. The words I speak flow from infinite wisdom. The words I speak flow from infinite wisdom. The words I speak flow from infinite wisdom. All right, thank you.
Indeed. Yay. Thank you. And for those who are watching at home, if you come in on a Sunday, you too could read the daily word. It's so much fun to participate. Okay, in all seriousness, it's good to have everyone online and in person here today. So we're glad that you're here. And now we actually have another song. And we're going to get into that right after we talk a little bit about our prayerful intentions. So in each aisle, you should see some slips of paper. And this is an opportunity now to think about any situations in your life, in your loved one's life, in your neighbor's life, in the world that are happening that you'd like to bring energy and healing and wholeness to. Maybe you want to send life to a loved one who's passed and transitioned to that glorious place of spirit. Or maybe someone you know is dealing with an illness. Just feel free to write their name down on that piece of paper, and a word or two if you care to, an affirmation. And then we're going to connect all of those. We're going to pray on them. We're going to all have some prayers and some energy to it. And then we're going to send them off to Silent Unity, where they will also be prayed upon for 30 additional days. So lots of energy. And think about that. This happens all over the country, all those Unity churches. You have Silent Unity, you can actually call in and ask for a prayer and guidance on a prayerful experience with them. And just think about all that positive energy flowing into the world. And we're going to do that now. So finish completing your piece of paper. As they get collected, we're going to have a song, Opening Up and Seat Surrender, and then I'm going to pray on our intentions, and we're going to go right into meditation. So just a little bit change that I was impressed to do. So let's do that. Okay. So while she collects them, do you want to play the Sweet Surrender for us? Thank you, Meg.
Opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. am opening.
You can bring those forth. If you can just keep playing that a little bit underneath, that'd be great. Thank you very much, Bobby. Let's send healing energy. Let's visualize those individuals, those situations that we brought forth on these pieces of paper. And let's provide lots of energy, affirming wholeness and health, balance, healing, divine understanding, strength, wisdom, guidance, release, power, energetic zeal to bring forth and manifest. We send all of that healing energy to all these individuals and situations that we hold on our heart. And we release them in that flow of spirit, that flow of God, the flow of universal consciousness and of healing. For we know it is all done through that divine energy that we bring forth through our thoughts, through our feelings, through that cosmos. So bring that light, let it flow from you to you. And take a breath now, if you will. And if you aren't already, sit up straight in your chair and allow your spine to be straight, for that helps you align so that that Kundalini energy can rise through you. From that power of strength, that root chakra, up through your crown. And as you take another deep breath, let go and be present with your heart. And as you do that, perhaps you feel an awakening within your heart, a stirring within your heart. And as that energy flows up through you from your heart, we affirm words of truth and power and positivity for ourselves, for this world, for our earth. And then we bring that up to that place of inspiration and intuition and creativity, that third eye. And we see all of humanity surrounded in light, smiling brightly, surrounded by golden light, light shining from their eyes. It's that glory of God, of Spirit, of Yahweh shines forth. And through the crown, we feel that beautiful golden energy flowing down through us. It fulfills our every need. It brings healing and balance. It brings so much joy, gratitude for that light of God, that light of Spirit, that breath that flows through us. And I leave you here now for a few moments to recognize what you're grateful for today, and to receive your inspiration. Now take a breath and recognize how great it is to be awake and in the flow of spirit. As we give thanks and we bring ourselves back to this room, to this chapel, to your rooms at home. And we're going to have another song, and then we're going to have our speaker present his message today.
In the spirit of peace, I stand like a willow, flowing and free, so grateful to be in the spirit of grace. I'll sing like a nightingale and see God in every face, every face, every face, in the spirit of peace. Always open to the miracle, the miracle, the miracle that I am today. I am open to this miracle, miracle that bursts a new way. In the spirit of peace, I'll pray like a mountain, all my smallness released, so majestic and free, in the spirit of grace. I'll dance like a sparkling stream, I'll see God in every face, God's grace, in the spirit of peace. And I am open to the miracle, the miracle, the miracle that I am today. Always open to this miracle, miracle, miracle that bursts a new way. In the spirit of peace. Peace, grace, and ease. In the spirit of peace. The spirit of peace. And so it is. Thank you.
Good morning, community of unity. Okay, I am extremely honored and happy to be invited today to speak about our relationship with the planet, with the earth, to speak how we can deal with the climate situation we're living in our today's world. So, I'm hitting my stopwatch to be in control of my time. Okay, well, first of all, I would like to begin quoting one of the Unity's principles, which is God is good and God is everywhere. I think this is the starting point for this conversation today. I'm going to say that many of us not sure, probably just myself, when we hear this affirmation, we think in our relation with God. Me, Carlos, my relation with God, my spirituality. But there is literally a universe, a whole universe between me and God, and being God and me, and this oneness that we believe in here in unity. So my first invitation today is to rethink this principle, like everywhere means us, means God, means everything in between. Once I reflected on this, I want to go a bit far with this reflection and state that we are not outside of nature. We are not masters standing above creation. And definitely, it's my belief that we are participants in a sacred and living whole. In unity, we affirm that divine life is everywhere present. Charles Fillmore thought that the universe is alive with divine energy. Then, Earth is not merely the backdrop of our spiritual lives, it is a sacred expression. Caring for the planet is a living expression of our faith. To awaken spirituality is also to awaken the sacred responsibility we have with this home that the earth is for us. And I want to mention the illusion, and I want to highlight the word illusion, the illusion of separation. Because for too long, much of human history has operated under this illusion of separation. We are separated, or we are supposed to be separated from one another. We are supposed to be separated from nature. Nature is one thing, humankind is another thing. We even feel the divine wholeness separated from us as individuals. And from that illusion emerges our crisis because of the disconnection, because of the excess, and because of the exploitation. So let's go once more to the key fact of the oneness that we learn in unity. And also modern science is increasingly arriving at similar conclusions. Many spiritual traditions and scientific framework now emphasize that the boundary between self and environment is much stronger than we once imagined. The Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh used the word interbeing to describe this reality. Interbeing means that nothing exists independently. You cannot exist without oxygen, without water, without soil, without sunlight, without ecosystems. Even biologically, from the standpoint of biology, every atom in our bodies was once part of a star, of a plant, of ocean, of animals, or part of some ancient living system. So, we are literally made of the universe. And neuroscience has discovered something fascinating about this. Researchers studying spiritual and transcendent experiences have observed that during moments of deep meditation or prayer, the parts of the brain responsible for distinguishing between self and other become quieter. In other words, the experience of oneness is not imaginary. It may reflect something deeply real about consciousness itself. Perhaps this is also why environmental destruction affects us emotionally, even when it happens far away. And it's because somewhere deep within us, the soul recognizes that we are connected. And maybe this explains another question. Why do we feel peace in nature? Why does walking through a forest calm us? Why do beaches, rivers, mountains, and open skies bring us tranquility? Why do we feel lighter after jogging outdoors or walking our dogs near trees or water? Why gardening is such a joyful activity? Many spiritual traditions, philosophers, psychologists, and scientists answer this in a different way, but they often arrive at the same insight. We feel peace in nature because, for a moment, we stop resisting our connection to life. Nature quiets the illusion of separation. The constant noise of schedules, screens, deadlines, expectations, and overstimulations begins to soften in nature. And we become present. Nature does not rush. It does not compete for identity. It does not pretend. Life just moves in sacred rhythm. And when we consciously enter the rhythm, even briefly, something inside us remembers what it has known all along. We belong here. Science supports this. Human beings evolved in natural environments for most of our history. Forests, rivers, mountains, and coastlines were our original home. So when we enter those spaces, our breathing slows, cortisol levels decrease, mental overstimulation softens, and our nervous systems regulate themselves. Researchers even speak about the power of awe. Studies suggest that moments of awe in nature can reduce inflammation in body, increase generosity, and make us less trapped in our individual worries. Nature expands perspective. It reminds us that we are part of something larger than ourselves. And perhaps that is one reason spiritual experiences and natural environments so often overlap. One of the most important shifts happening today is a movement away from seeing nature as property and towards seeing it as sacred trust. For centuries, many societies treated the earth primarily as a resource to dominate, extract, and control. But the spiritual traditions increasingly call us to stewardship instead of ownership. That changes the entire relationship with nature. Humanity was never meant to exploit creation. We were meant to care for it, protect it, serve it. Many indigenous spiritual traditions understand this deeply. The earth is not a thing. It's not a thing. It is a relative. It's a living relationship. And when we shift from transaction to connection, our behavior changes because we do not destroy what we recognize as family. Now, I also want to say something important. I do not think this conversation should bring shame. Humanity did not arrive at this moment through bad intentions. Many systems and technologies that shaped the modern world once seemed like incredible breakthroughs. Industrialization brought progress. Scientific innovation improved lives. Energy system powered nations. At the time, many people genuinely believed they were building a better future, and in many ways they were. The problem is that now we understand the consequences. We did not know this consequence before. So we now know that some of the very systems that help humanity advance have also harmed the environment. And I believe we must forgive ourselves for that. Not avoid responsibility, but forgive ourselves. Because wisdom and consciousness evolve. Human understanding evolve. We can acknowledge the mistake of the past without becoming trapped in guilt. because guilt paralyzes, but awareness transforms. The important thing is this: now we know, now we understand. And once awareness arrives, responsibility begins. We cannot continue behaving exactly as we did decades ago once we understand the consequences. Now ethics enters the conversation. Now stewardship becomes a spiritual practice. Many psychologists and spiritual leaders now suggest that the environmental crisis is not only political or scientific, it is also spiritual, a difficult moment capable of expanding human consciousness. Today, many people experience eco-anxiety. It is a chronic fear about the future of the planet, a grief about environmental destruction, sadness about what future generations may inherit, and spirituality offers us tools for processing that grief. Spirituality brings prayer, meditation, community, compassion, purpose. These practices help us metabolize despair and transform it into meaningful action instead of paralysis. Because the climate crisis may also reflect something deeper, a crisis of meaning, a crisis of relationship. A spiritual emptiness often filled through overconsumption. Many forms of eco-spirituality suggest that modern society has confused having more with being more. But the spiritual wisdom reminds us that fulfillment does not come from endless accumulation. It comes from connection, from purpose, from relationship, from alignment with the life itself. There is another powerful idea called the ecological self. It teaches that as human beings grow spiritually, their sense of identity expands. At first, we think only about ourselves, then our family, then our community. But eventually, consciousness expands further. We begin identifying with the living systems around us. And from that perspective, protecting a forest is no longer merely an altruistic act for something outside ourselves. It becomes an act of care for a larger body. Because there is no separate self, we are woven into creation. Also, I got a very, very, very important insight that I called small actions, sacred actions. While I was preparing this talk, I came across an article titled Faith Meets Climate Action, Turning Small Steps into Major Change, written by David Vina and published by The Invading Sea, which is a highly recommended source for this topic, by the way. The author described attending a gathering of faith communities engaged in environmental action. And what struck him most was that these communities were not trying to solve everything overnight. Instead, they focused on practical, consistent, small acts, such as composting, cooling stations, solar panels, community gardens, reducing waste, planting trees. Small actions, but meaningful ones. And perhaps this one is the great lesson of spirituality brought to climate action. Transformation often begins with small actions practiced consistently, like the mustard seed. A tiny beginning can lead to a great transformation if it's done consistently. Even environmentally conscious habits can become spiritual rituals. Recycling can become an act of gratitude. Reducing waste can become an expression of reverence. Caring for creation can become devotional practice. When action is connected with meaning, it becomes sustainable. This wisdom is not new. More than 800 years ago, St. Francis of Assisi spoke of the earth as sister and mother. He praised the sun, the water, the wind, and the animals as members of a sacred family. He thought not domination over nature, but harmony with it. Centuries later, Pope Francis echoed this vision in Laudato Si, his encyclical on care for our common home. He wrote that the earth now cries because of the harm humanity has inflicted upon her. Those words are powerful because environmental destruction is not only technical, it's relational. It reflects how disconnected we have become from the sacredness of life. And yet the encyclical also offers hope, a vision of reconnection as spiritually rooted in gratitude, simplicity, stewardship, and love. Another outstanding insight comes from Reverend Kyle Meyer-Chapp, who explains that biblical name Adam comes from the Hebrew word Adamah, meaning soil. Human beings are literally soil people. Think about that. From the very beginning, Scripture reminds us that we are inseparably connected to the earth, not above it, part of it. And perhaps one of the deepest spiritual awakenings of our times is remembering that truth. So today I would like to leave you with this thought. Perhaps nature brings us peace because in its presence we stop trying to dominate life and begin remembering that we belong to life. Perhaps the soul becomes quiet enough in forests, rivers, oceans, and open skies to hear what the Spirit has known all along. We were never separated from all the living world. And perhaps our spiritual journey now calls us not only to seek inner peace, but also to participate in the healing of our relationship with creation, to live consciously, to consume wisely, to love expansively. Because when spirituality truly meets earth, faith becomes more than belief. It becomes relationship, stewardship, and sacred responsibility. Thank you.
That was beautiful. And this song actually is a perfect match for that talk. This was inspired. I wrote it when I was deeply touched by a woman, Joanna Macy. Has anyone ever heard of Joanna? She's a Buddhist who wrote several books on ecology and connection to the earth and moving with technology and a great turning of connection to smaller heating systems, community gardens, just as Carlos was saying, all the ways that we can live together and sustainably, but also progressively move forward. We're not going to go back to living in teepees. So this song is about that. It also opens with the word Shambhala. And Shambhala is a Buddhist term for a place that is magically inviting us all to trust that we are heading consciously to peace, sustainability, and embodiment in nature as beings of love. Shambhala. Sing that with me. Shambhala. Shambhala. Turn to your neighbors and turn to your friends. Turn to your gardens and... I'm sorry, I'm going to start again. Turn to your neighbors and turn to your friends. Turn to your family and kiss them, and then turn to the sun and turn to the land. Turn, turn, turn again. In the great turning. Sing that with me. 1, 2, 3. great turning. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. Turn to the earth and turn to the sky. Turn to your gardens and plant your corn high. Turn to the winged ones the animals call. Turn, turn, turn to the all in the great turning. Again, in the great turning. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. Turn to your heart and turn to your mind. Turn to compassion with insight and find. Turn to community, reach out to care. Turn, 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 and share in the great turning. Together, the great turning. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. Again. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. All together now. Shambhala, 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 Shambhala. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you. Thank you, Meg. It's wonderful to have you here and sharing all your inspirational, and much of it, of course, is original music, which, if you're interested, there are some CDs of Meg's for sale in the lobby. So take some inspirational music home with you and put it in your car, and if you can, and play it.
My community, I'm the music minister at a small community just very much like yours. I feel so much at home here in Newburyport, Massachusetts. And you're all very much open-armed welcome if you should visit in Massachusetts. Come see our Unity Church there. Be right at home, family.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so you're not going to see her here very often. So take a CD home. Okay. So now it's time for our prosperity practice. And this is where we get the opportunity to recognize the prosperity within us. And we talked about, the flow. We talked about Shambhala today. We've talked about the fact that we're all one. Really what that is that we're all energy. Okay, we're all vibration. And that's how we should look upon our finances, that we think about what energy, what thoughts, what do I bring to my financial experience? And when we don't think about giving, with the attitude of lack that I don't have. When we think about, I have all the kingdom, everything flows to me, with that attitude of, I have more than enough. And certainly, as we know from the 23rd Psalm, we are always taken care of. So take your donation, and if you're donating online, we thank you, or if you donate once a month with one check, that's awesome too. But whatever you do, just think about that and bless the funds, bless the universe that brings this forth to you. Give thanks for the creation of the job that helps bring money to you. And we'll collect your donation now with gratitude, with appreciation, and we'll also have a prayer. So think now about all those funds. Maybe you see money flowing to you, swirling around you as you pray, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. So it is.
So blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So blessed. And one of the practices that we have adopted this year at Unity, and perhaps you've already done it and have been doing it. I learned about this many years ago, and it's the idea of tithing, particularly tithing extra funds that find their way to us. And we always, hey there, DJ. We always say funds, but when I think about that, that is so limiting. When we only think in terms of money and we don't think in terms of everything that God, that Spirit flows through us, we're missing things, right? Like we're missing the earth, and that the earth is our family. I love that message today. So I wanted to share with you a little thing that occurred to me a couple of weeks ago, and I happened to mention it, and I used our green envelope. And the green envelopes that are in the vestibule is to put whatever extra funds come your way, a percentage of it. We say 10%, but whatever percent feels right to you is okay. And I was walking in the waterfront, which is a shopping center not far from here. And I had a song playing in my head. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. It's something I affirm gratitude regularly. And it was coming off a period that was really difficult. It took a lot of energy. My mom wasn't well. I was taking care of her, and it was a long 6 weeks. And I was grateful that I brought my love to it. I was grateful that I was patient. I was kind. I was practicing my spiritual self. And so I just had this gratitude that she was doing well. So I'm walking to my car, and I'm walking, and I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. I started to keep walking, but I stopped because I know better. And I turned around, and I picked this up. And this is what it looked like on the ground. And I turned it over, and it said, "Just wanted to say thank you." It's a little notebook. There's no sticker on it. It didn't say, TJ Maxx or something like that on it. I don't know where it came from. Yes, I do. So I got myself an envelope that Sunday, and I said, I have to put some funds in here because I am so grateful for all the abundance that flows to me, not just in the form of cash, but in the form of inspiration, guidance, joy, So that's what I use that green envelope for. So I only say this to bring to your consciousness not only this fabulous message we had of nature, but again, how everything is connected and it all flows from the divine mind, which we are connected to. So have the eyes, the ears, the heart to see, to hear, to feel, spirit, and give thanks. Okay, that's what I had for you today. So I think we're going to have our unity principles now. And let's all recite them together. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We are spiritual beings created in God's image. The Spirit of God lives within each person. Therefore, all people are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Through prayer and meditation, we increase our constant contact with God, bringing forth love, wisdom, health, prosperity, and everything good. None of these principles is not enough. We must live them. So as we have our closing song, again, I want to thank Carlos, I want to thank Megan, I want to thank all of you for being here and creating this beautiful service today. Let us sing, let there be peace, or there is peace on earth. Just stay in your seats, if you will, just stay where you're at. You can hold the person's hand. We don't need a circle, lines are good. Let's not complicate it, let's do it.
There is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
Surrounds me. I am light. The love of God enfolds me. I am love. The power of God protects me. I am power. The presence of God watches over me. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. And yes, all is well. Thank you all for being here. We love you. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Let it flow.